Module number 10. When not to accept a job offer. Have you ever felt that the job offered to you does not match your career interest and you need to decline it? Nobody likes to turn down an offer, but for some of us, we need some guidance on how to do it correctly without upsetting the employer. We all have had offers made to us that were not feasible to be taken up. In this module, you shall learn how to navigate a job offer that you thought was good. However, you learn that the job doesn't satisfy your needs and wants as such. How to gracefully not accept the offer. Given that you have multiple job offers that you can choose from, you can then say no to a job that you think will contribute in your career growth in the least way possible. You must not only choose an offer that you want from the company that you desire to work for. Here are some steps that you can take in helping ease the process of declining a job offer. Step number 1. Write about how you would decide and assess if the job is not meant for you. Make a list of what your career goals and ambitions are. Make a checklist of how this job and its training will allow you to achieve these goals. Look at that salary and that you are being awarded for the work that you provide. If this isn't fulfilled, you should look at the other job offers that you have. Next, look at the job and the company. Is this the company that you see yourself working with? And do you love their ethics and morals to completely dedicate your time and effort? Are you fully committed to doing pristine work to the best of your abilities? Is there something you would want to change about the job environment? Are the work benefits good, and do they cover my needs and wants? If the answer to these questions is no, you may want to start looking at other jobs that satisfy these needs. Step 2. Always show appreciation and consideration. It is important that you thank the hiring managers for the time and consideration they took to recruit and interview you. Here is a helpful template you can use to show your appreciation of their time. For example, thank you again for the interview. I enjoyed meeting you and getting to know the company and the team. I especially enjoyed learning about the job, and I appreciate the generous offer. Step number 3. State the reason for non-acceptance. Since you are not accepting the offer, you should aim to keep the reason short and succinct. There is no need to go into the details of why you cannot accept the job, or rant about how you spent hours pining over the decision. A good state of mind would be to give a specific reason as to why you cannot accept the offer. For example, after a thoughtful consideration, I have opted to accept an offer at another company. Or you could say, I have decided that now is not the best time that I should leave my job posting at my current company. Step 4. Always stay in touch. Having connections and a network in the business world will come to benefit you in the long run. It is always good to offer a pleasantry to your hiring manager as a sense of appreciation for their time. For example, it has been a pleasure talking and getting to know you. I hope that our paths cross soon. Or you could say, thank you for your time and support, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors. How to do it without burning bridges. We dread having to say no to an employer when it comes to declining the offer. We usually think too much of being extra nice and extra polite, or some of us don't have the correct approach when it comes to coming off as professional when declining a job offer. Here are some tips that you can use. Offer referrals. You know that you are given the wrong job for even though you knew the company was right for you. So, how do you go about telling them, thanks but no thanks? This is like, for example, you order an iced coffee at Starbucks, but they gave you a Java chip frappe instead. You didn't get the order you wanted, and you don't want to settle for a drink that's not to your liking. A great way to say no would be the following. Dear hiring manager, thank you so much for the generous offer to join yourself and your team. As we discussed, I've admired working for your company for years now, and I am proud endorser of its products and services. However, after some further consideration and thought of my career goals, I will have to decline the offer, as much as it pains me to do. That being said, I have a few referrals I think would be great for this position and would be happy to send their information your way. I would love to stay connected via LinkedIn. If there is anything else I can send along to you, please advise. Thanks, but no thanks. You can keep many of these messages short and sweet as to not overcomplicate the issue of being too brash with your move to not accept the job offer. Here is a guideline on how you could approach it. Dear hiring manager, thank you so much for your time and consideration on meeting with me. It was an honor meeting you and learning more about your company and the team. As flattered as I am to have you extend this amazing offer, I will have to decline the offer to join the company and your team. If there are any questions I can answer for you, please let me know. By the end of this module, you should understand how the dynamics of job offers work and what are the pleasantries that you must address when breaking the news to the hiring manager that you will not be accepting the job offer. You should have the knowledge on the steps to take on crafting a good message, but also know how to tackle the situation without ruining the business relationship you have built with the company personnel. This has been Eric Riego de Dios, your career partner, signing off.